गेट 2021 का काउंटडाउन शुरू हो चुका है एंड नाउ वी आर इन द एंड गेम।
इतने सारे चैप्टर्स, इतने सारे सब्जेक्ट्स, क्वेश्चंस लगाएं या थ्योरी पढ़ें, लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आर गोइंग इनटू माइंड।
आप सोचते क्या पढ़े क्या छोड़े, कहां से पढ़े किससे पढ़े। Unacademy brings you a new crash course where you get complete syllabus with best solutions.
आपको मिलेगा हर क्वेश्चन का जवाब हमारे नए क्रैश कोर्स उम्मीद में।
एक कंप्लीट सीरीज विद फुल सिलेबस, होंगे 10 बेस्ट एजुकेटर जो मिलके बनाएंगे आपकी जिंदगी को आसान।
35 दिनों में कंप्लीट सिलेबस विद बेस्ट क्वेश्चंस,
सारे सब्जेक्ट्स बस एक चैनल पे, तो देर किस बात की, हो जाओ तैयार गेट 2021 को क्रैक करने के लिए।
तो मिलते हैं 20 दिसंबर को, लिंक इन डिस्क्रिप्शन।
लेट्स क्रैक इट। सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन या
एक ओवरऑल अपने पास सिनेरियो ये बन गया।
इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का फंक्शन क्या होगा?
Then it will be off. Good afternoon everybody. Welcome to the session of the network analysis crash course. How are you all guys? Very good afternoon all of you. So how are you all doing? Good afternoon Danish, Gaurav, Saddam, Mamata, Priyanka, Mahesh, Sid and Sharma. Everybody good afternoon. So let's start the digital crash course. So this is about me. This is Bhima Shankar. I did my MTech from IIT Kharagpur. I have around 10 years of teaching experience in GATE and ESE throughout the country. I am expertised with the subjects of digital circuits, network analysis and microprocessors. In the last 10 years, I have been through so many corners of the country. I have covered or I have come across the different kind of students. So with my experience, I always give you the content in the possible way such that every single student is able to learn. So different students का requirements अलग अलग होता है, सभी requirements satisfy करना मेरा काम है, ठीक है। So if 100 students attend my class, not 99, 100 students should understand my class is my required or is the criteria how I will teach. So this is my profile name, you can go through it. In Unacademy profile, you can download the Unacademy learning app. There you can see all the free classes. Right now I am taking DPP sessions on 2-port networks, you can attend that. And today evening I'm starting one foundation course for network analysis, that is just basic course of the networks like KCL, KVL. In a best possible way we will be discussing. Those who are starting the preparation now, for them it will be helpful. Okay, so let's talk a few words about Unacademy Plus subscription. So if you want to take Unacademy Plus subscription, why to take Unacademy Plus subscription? Sir, इसमें क्या मिलेगा सर, advantage क्या सर? Listen here. If you go for Unacademy Plus subscription, you have multiple advantages, not a single advantage. Like, you will be having daily live classes morning and evening, and also you can watch those classes unlimited number of times. Unacademy is the only platform which will provide you both the cases, that is provide you live classes and also recorded without any limitations. Okay. Next, you have the crash course, rank improvement batch, and also different courses we are having comprehensive. We have n number of batches in Unacademy. Once you join Unacademy, you can select whichever is feasible for you, you can go through it. That is, there is no restriction. Once you join Unacademy, you can select any batch of your wish. Okay, then we have two languages, English and Hindi. That is separate batch for English and separate batch for Hindi. Regular doubts clearing sessions. After every 3 class, 1 class is dedicated for doubts. Unlimited access of the test series, so that is you will be having regular exams, subject wise, topic wise, monthly exams, unlimited practice of previous questions. All these advantages, only one subscription. Okay, so that is Unacademy Plus subscription. You will be having the best interactive learning platform, that is Unacademy learning platform. If you go for Iconic subscription, you will be having multiple advantages. You will be having personalized digital coach, study planner, and also study booster session, personalized exam analysis. That is, you will be assigned with a digital coach who will take care of you to reach your destination in the best possible way, and also you will be getting the preparation material also. This is what we call Iconic, this is what we call Plus subscription. So you can choose anyone according to your requirement. So if you go for Plus subscription, these are the price details. But if you apply the coupon code, if you like my teaching, if you want to join Unacademy, then use my coupon code Shankar10. Show it by applying my code. Then this is for total GATE and ESE subscription. That is the total. If you apply my code, you will get access to total GATE and ESE classes. That is our total team and also other classes. You will get 10% discount, and these prices will become this much for you. Okay. So 1 year 27,225, 2 years it is 18 months, it is 34,650, and 2 years it is 39,600. As you know, for 2022 aspirants, this is the best. 2023 aspirants, this is the best. So day before yesterday, that is December 21st, new batch has started, Evolve and Ascend. You can join them using the coupon code Shankar10. You will get the 10% discount. Right? This is the Iconic price details for 1 year and 2 years. After discount, you will get for 45 and 66,600, guys. It is hardly 2,775 per 1 month. Right? These are the original prices. After code, you will get it. Just a minute, guys. So, आज का class में क्या discuss करना? Let's talk about it. Before that, so these are the batches taken by all our top educators of the country. Different batches are there in Unacademy. Once you join, you will be access to English and Hindi, both the batches. You will be able to access it. Okay. So, for any free class, anything, anywhere you need any code, you can apply the coupon code Shankar10 in Unacademy. Once you start the special classes, free live classes, all these free initiatives are paid. Any case, you can use my coupon code. So, आज का class AC analysis ना, right? Let's start. सर ये AC analysis में क्या डिस्कस करेगा सर? ये सारे टॉपिक्स आपको AC analysis में मिलेगा. So these are the topics you are having in your AC analysis. क्या क्या टॉपिक्स है सर? फेजर का बेसिक्स है. ओके, सो फेजर रिप्रेजेंटेशन क्या होता है वो सब डिस्कस करना चाहिए. इसके बाद साइनसोडल स्टडी स्टेट एनालिसिस. इसका मतलब क्या सर? आपका इनपुट साइनसोडल इनपुट होना चाहिए, आपका नेटवर्क स्टडी स्टेट में होना चाहिए. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज साइनसोडल स्टडी स्टेट एनालिसिस. इसके बाद हम फेजर डायग्राम्स डिस्कस करेगा. इसको यूज करके नेटवर्क कैसा सॉल्व करना आसान कैसा होता है वो डिस्कस करेगा. इसके बाद आपका एवरेज आरएमएस वैल्यूज, पावर कैलकुलेशंस, रेजोनेंस, locus diagrams, filters, magnetically coupled and 3-phase. This is the total syllabus you have in the AC circuits. This is only for EE. Listen here. This you can go through the complete course. And this also. Okay. This part, these two topics, you can go through the comprehensive course in our Kreatryx channel. You can complete that part if you want. So remaining I will finish it off. So today we will be starting with the AC basics. Okay. Let's discuss the basics of the AC waveform. Suppose this is your sinusoidal waveform. Okay. So what is this magnitude? What is this magnitude is called as a peak value. Here to here it is called as peak to peak value. So what is your V of t? For example, your signal is Vm cos omega t plus phi. This Vm is called as a peak value of the signal. Okay. It is also called as maximum value or peak value. ठीक है सर, छोड़ दो. Next, phi is called the phase shift. इसमें phi तो 0 है. If the signal is little shifted forward or backward, इसको we will be getting leading or lagging accordingly. That is called as phase shift, relative phase shift with respect to this reference signal. Suppose you have some signal like this. Okay. That will have original compared to original signal, it is a little shifted version. that shifted with respect to the reference is given by your phi. Omega is the frequency of operation. Okay, so ये तो t/2, ठीक है. चलो, हियर एक इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, टाइम डोमेन में हमेशा आपका कोएफिशिएंट क्या रिप्रेजेंट करेगा सर? मैक्सिमम वैल्यू रिप्रेजेंट करेगा. देन आरएमएस वैल्यू क्या होता है सर? आरएमएस वैल्यू क्या होता है सर? मैक्सिमम वैल्यू बाय √2. व्हाट इज आरएमएस वैल्यू? इज मैक्सिमम वैल्यू बाय √2. इन द टाइम डोमेन द पीक वैल्यू इज कॉल्ड एज मैक्सिमम वैल्यू. व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ आरएमएस सब डिस्कस करेगा, मे बी टुमारो क्लास एवरेज आरएमएस वैल्यूज टॉपिक आएगा, उसमें डिस्कस करेगा. चलो, now listen here, if your signal is a sin omega t which is a shifted version of cos by 90 degrees, very basics I am giving you. Next, so now listen here, आप लोग बताना चाहिए, can I write this signal as √2 into 1/√2? Yes, 1/√2 can be written as Vm by √2 is called Vrms. So another way to represent the signal is √2 into Vrms cos omega t. Now it is the time you should comment. रेडी गाइस, बताओ ये वाला सिग्नल है ना, v ऑफ t इक्वल टू 10 cos 2t प्लस 10 डिग्रीज, इसमें आपका मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कितना होता है, आरएमएस कितना होता है? आप लोग कमेंट करो प्लीज. कमेंट व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू, व्हाट इज द आरएमएस वैल्यू इन दैट सिग्नल गिवन. मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कितना बताओ? मैक्सिमम वैल्यू इसका कोएफिशिएंट है ना सर 10 सर. आरएमएस वैल्यू 10/√2. सभी तो राइट आंसर दिया, ठीक है सर. चलो अभी आप बताओ सेकंड वाला केस में आपका मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कितना होता है, आरएमएस वैल्यू कितना होता है? सेकंड वाला केस में आप बताओ मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कितना होता है, आरएमएस वैल्यू कितना, बताओ. व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू एंड व्हाट इज द आरएमएस वैल्यू इन द सेकंड केस? Comment. Very good. Irrespective of this √2, never worry about this √2 and all. Coefficient क्या? That is your maximum value. इस by √2 RMS होता है. Here what is the coefficient? ये आपका maximum value. This by √2 आपका RMS. What I want to conclude is in the time domain हमेशा आपका सिग्नल का कोएफिशिएंट वेदर इट इज √2 √3 जोड़ दो, इट ऑलवेज रिप्रेजेंट मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ओनली. इफ यू डिवाइड दिस कोएफिशिएंट बाय √2, वट एवर यू गेट इज कॉल्ड एज आरएमएस वैल्यू. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ रूट मीन स्क्वायर वैल्यू, इसका क्लैरिफिकेशन मैं कल डिस्कस करेगा एवरेज आरएमएस टॉपिक. चलो, इन टाइम डोमेन कोएफिशिएंट इज ऑलवेज एक्सक्यूज मी मैक्सिमम वैल्यू, राइट. नाउ let's discuss the phasor representation. Phasor representation क्या होता है सर? Let's discuss it. Okay, चलो listen. I have a signal Vm cos omega t. एक मिनट. What is e power j omega t or what is e power jx? Cos x plus j sin x. So e power j omega t can be written as cos omega t plus j sin omega t. Okay. Now listen. Vm cos omega t is there. I can write this as √2 Vrms cos omega t plus 5. √2 into real part of okay Vrms cos t can be written as e power j omega t का real part. So real part of e power j omega t plus 5. Is it clear up to this? Cos omega t can be written as real part of e power j omega t. Why you write like this sir? Just for mathematical convenience. आपको j omega t plus 5 है ना, इसको डिवाइड करो, you can write it as e power j omega t into j5. Now this part I am replacing with V, that is Vrms e power j5 represented by V. What is V sir? It is called your phasor. What is V? It's your phasor VRMS angle phi, which is equal to VRMS e power j phi. It is equal to VRMS cos phi plus j sin phi. इसको कहते हैं रेक्टेंगुलर फॉर्मेट, इसको क्या कहते हैं सर? पोलर, इसको क्या कहते हैं सर? एक्सपोनेंशियल फॉर्मेट. हम कैलकुलेशन में मल्टीप्लिकेशन और डिवीजन में ये फॉर्मेट काम करेगा, इजी करेगा आपका प्रॉब्लम्स. इफ इट इज एडिशन एंड सब्ट्रैक्शन वी टेक द हेल्प ऑफ दिस रेक्टेंगुलर फॉर्मेट. ठीक है, चलो. नाउ लिसन हियर, व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ रिप्रेजेंटिंग लाइक दिस? आई विल एक्सप्लेन दैट, डोंट वरी. इसके पहले अभी तक earlier we have seen basic problems. इसमें you have the input which is 3 angle 45 degrees. Suppose you have a input which is a 3 angle 45 degrees. Okay. What is the meaning of 3 angle 45 degrees is how to convert this into time domain is this is the RMS value na, root 2 into VRMS cos omega t plus phi. That is root 2 into 3 cos omega t plus 45 degrees. This is the signal. ये आपका सिग्नल है, हम easily ऐसा रिप्रेजेंट करेगा. ओके सर, एक मिनट, आप रूट 2 से क्यों मल्टीप्लाई, वाई यू डिवाइड विथ रूट 2 एंड मल्टीप्लाई, वाई यू राइट लाइक दिस? ऐसा लिखना कंपलसरी है क्या? नहीं. देखो, suppose your signal is like this, V of t equal to Vm cos omega t plus phi. You need not write multiplication with root 2 RMS or writing as root 2 RMS. Directly you take this directly, then you can write V equal to directly Vm also. ये representation भी correct है. अगर इस वाला केस में आपको 3 angle 45 आएंगे तो it is directly equal to 3 cos omega t plus 45 degrees. Correct? सर मेरे को कंफ्यूज आ रहा है सर, एग्जामिनर दिया 3 एंगल 45 डिग्रीज, क्या करना सर? VRMS लेना और Vmax लेना. एक पॉइंट आपका माइंड पे रख लो, टाइम डोमेन में हमेशा कोएफिशिएंट व्हाटएवर मे बी द वैल्यू इज मैक्सिमम वैल्यू. फेजर में दोनों रिप्रेजेंटेशंस करेक्ट है. अलग अलग टेक्स्ट बुक्स अलग अलग फॉर्मेट फॉलो करेगा. डिफरेंट टेक्स्ट बुक्स तो ये वाला फॉर्मेट भी फॉलो करेगा, ये वाला फॉर्मेट भी फॉलो करेगा. आप प्रेफरेंस देना चाहिए तो RMS को दे दो. अगर एग्जामिनर हैज गिवन ए फेजर, which one I need to prefer sir? First preference give it to the RMS. Assume examiner has given it as a RMS. ठीक है? If examiner has given any phasor, you assume it as a RMS value. Okay. Next. So you can say like this. Examiner gives any phasor, okay, prefer RMS. Assume करो RMS phasor में, but time domain it is always maximum value only, right? Okay, if the time domain coefficient is always maximum value, the phasor domain coefficient can be either maximum or RMS value हो सकते हैं. If nothing specified, phasor assume करो RMS. ठीक है, चलो. Okay. If sin is given, you can convert cos by subtracting 90 degrees. आपको डाउट आएगा, साइन आएंगे तो इसको कन्वर्ट करके रिप्रेजेंट करना एक तरीका है, नहीं है तो डायरेक्टली भी रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते. बट डायरेक्टली क्यों रिप्रेजेंट करना प्रॉब्लम है? लिसन हियर, यू कैन राइट cos theta as a real part of cos e power jx. Similarly sin theta को लिख सकते हैं imaginary part of e power jx. Wait. So suppose examiner has given you 2 angle 30 degrees, then you will be having confusion whether this 2 belongs to sin or 2 belongs to cos. Originally you can represent both sin directly, but आपको एक compulsory एक reference लेना चाहिए तो you should convert into cos and represent. Both representations are valid. For example, see here, आपके पास ये सिग्नल है 10 root 2t cos sin 2t plus 60 degrees. इसको पहले sin को cos में कन्वर्ट करो, cos 2t plus 60 minus 90, cos 2t minus 30 degrees. अभी देखो इसका RMS वैल्यू कितना? 10. phi कितना? 30 degrees. So you can represent as 10 angle minus 30 degrees or 10 cos 30 minus j sin 30. ठीक है. Similarly here भी you can also take directly maximum value and represent. दोनों करेक्ट है भाई. ओके. Sir, can I represent directly sine? No problem, you represent, nothing wrong. Listen, इसमें फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेरा क्वेश्चन ऐसा है, सर करंट और वोल्टेज में विच वन इज लैगिंग, विच वन इज लीडिंग, दोनों में एंगुलर डिफरेंस, विच वन इज हैविंग मोर एंगल, करंट और वोल्टेज, विच वन इज हैविंग मोर एंगल? कमेंट इन करंट और वोल्टेज, आप लोग बताओ करंट एंगल इज मोर और वोल्टेज एंगल इज मोर? करंट का एंगल ज्यादा है और वोल्टेज का एंगल ज्यादा? करंट का एंगल इज मोर और वोल्टेज का एंगल इज मोर? प्लीज कमेंट गाइस, मैं तो वेट कर रहा हूं आपके कमेंट के लिए. क्या हुआ, कमेंट्स नहीं आ रहे? गिव योर कमेंट. I have given two signals, I of t and v of t. You just tell me which signal, which angle is more, current angle or voltage angle? Comment, comment, comment fast. करंट का एंगल ज़्यादा है सर. रॉन्ग आंसर, रॉन्ग आंसर. इसलिए मैंने क्या किया, प्रीवियसली दोनों कॉस में कन्वर्ट करके एनालिसिस किया. एक साइन और एक कॉस लेके एंगल डिफरेंस मेजरमेंट करना रॉन्ग है. क्या करना, देखो पहले ये वाला साइन को कॉस पे कन्वर्ट करो, कॉस ओमेगा टी प्लस 70 माइनस 90, दोनों सेम है ना. अभी क्या होता है सर, 10√2 cos ओमेगा टी माइनस 20 डिग्रीज. यस, नो कंपेयर करो. वोल्टेज का एंगल +20, करंट का एंगल -20, वोल्टेज का एंगल ज्यादा है करंट से. दैट इज वी कॉल वोल्टेज लीड्स द करंट और करंट लैग्स द वोल्टेज. प्लीज डोंट कंपेयर साइन एंड कॉस. दोनों एक, यू कैन ब्रिंग दिस इनटू साइन और यू कैन ब्रिंग दिस टू कॉस. दोनों एक फॉर्मेट में ला के कंपेयर करना चाहिए. इसलिए हमेशा हम क्या करेगा, फेजर को कॉस लेके रिप्रेजेंट करेगा. बट देयर इज नो स्ट्रिक्ट रूल, यू कैन रिप्रेजेंट साइन ऑल्सो डायरेक्टली, बट कंपैरिजन समय में दोनों एक एंगल रिप्रेजेंट करना चाहिए. आइदर दोनों कॉस में लेना और साइन पे लेना. ओके, हाउ टू कन्वर्ट कॉस इनटू साइन? बाय एडिंग 90 डिग्रीज. हाउ टू कन्वर्ट साइन इनटू कॉस? बाय सब्ट्रैक्टिंग 90 डिग्रीज. सो आपका आई क्या होता है इसमें, 10 एंगल माइनस 20 डिग्रीज. V क्या होता है सर, 5 एंगल 20 डिग्रीज. आपका Z V बाई आई दैट इज 5 एंगल 20 डिग्रीज बाई 10 एंगल माइनस 20 डिग्रीज. इट इज 0.5 एंगल 40 डिग्रीज. बस. Okay, this is called impedance and its angle. Okay, here what is the rule you can say for this is I lags V or V leads I. V is having more angle compared to I is another way to say that. Okay, so let's go. So ये फेजर अप्रोच का काम क्या है सर, ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं सर आप? अभी देता हूं, ध्यान से सुनो. What is d by dt of e power j omega t सर? d by dt of e power j omega t क्या होता है सर? j omega into e power j omega t. ठीक है, दैट इज, इसमें डिफरेंशिएशन इसमें कैसा कन्वर्ट हो गया सर, मल्टीप्लीकेशन जैसा कन्वर्ट हो गया. दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट हियर. व्हाट इज द वोल्टेज अक्रॉस द इंडक्टर इज L di by dt. व्हाट इज द वोल्टेज अक्रॉस द इंडक्टर? फॉर एग्जांपल यू टेक L di by dt. ध्यान से सुनो, d by dt of e power j omega t is equal to j omega into e power j omega t. So if your current is in the form of e power j omega t, then what is L di by dt? d by dt can be replaced by j omega. Then you can replace inductor with a impedance of ZL, which is equal to j omega L. This is the reason why we replace inductor with j omega L. I am repeating. If you have d by dt of e power j omega t, it can be written as j omega into e power j omega t. So if your input is in the form of e power j omega t, that is your input is either sine or cos or combination of both, then d by dt of I can be written as j omega into I. So this j omega into L into I is your voltage across the inductor, which you can write it as I into Z. So what is the impedance of the inductor we represent is j omega L. This is valid which case may your input is either sine or cos, that is your input should be in the form of e power j omega t. So never replace inductor with j omega L for other inputs. Is it clear? Okay. सौजी it is a Hindi batch, so I need to take it in Hindi, but English लोगों के लिए मैं थोड़ा सा repeat करेगा English में. I will repeat in English for some times, but most of the case will take in Hindi, but I will teach in English also, don't worry. You will be able to understand, don't worry about it. Is this point clear? Why we replace inductor with j omega L? Whenever your input is in the form of e power j omega t, because d by dt of e power j omega t is j omega into e power j omega t, voltage across the inductor is L dA by dt. D by dt can be replaced with j omega L. That is the reason we replace inductor with j omega L. Similarly, we replace capacitor with 1 by j omega c. So in the phasor domain, differentiation is converted into simple multiplication. That is the reason you are using phasor in your problems, because it will make your analysis very easy, like Laplace transforms. Laplace में क्या होता है सर, हमारा काम बहुत आसान होता है. Same way here also in the phasor your analysis will become much easier. Okay, so capacitor what happens? 1 by j omega c, inductor j omega L, voltage source V, current source I. These are the relations in the time domain and phasor domain. Okay, so let's go. Let's have one problem now. It's a previous GATE question given in GATE 2012. Okay, let me draw it. This is a question given in GATE 2012. Please find the current I1. Give a try. You can give a try. How many sources are acting simultaneously, sir? 4 sources act कर रहे हैं sir simultaneously. 4 sources are acting simultaneously. So by using superposition theorem, can I do it, sir? Don't do it. Please don't try by superposition. It will take so much of time. It will take so much of time. It will waste your time. So थोड़ा सा कल क्लास में एक प्रॉब्लम किया, ऐसा थिंक करके थोड़ा सा सोच करके प्रॉब्लम करो, आसान से हो जाएगा, बहुत आसान से हो जाएगा. जस्ट गिव ए ट्राई. One is wrong answer, Rohit. दूसरा आंसर बताओ. Any other answer? Give me. If you have any other answer, feel free to give that answer, guys. ब्रिज कॉन्सेप्ट तो नहीं चलेगा ब्रिज में शंट पे सम पीपल आर सेइंग सर माइनस जे बाई प्लस जे बाई माइनस जे सेम होता है ना ब्रिज बैलेंस होता है ना सर डोंट अप्लाई इट ब्रिज बैलेंस कंडीशन यहीं पे अप्लीकेबल नहीं भाई मेरा शंट का एक्टिव एलिमेंट है तो हाउ डू यू अप्लाई द ब्रिज बैलेंस कंडीशन शंट इज नॉट ए पैसिव एलिमेंट्स ओके नाउ लेट मी डू इट ओके सी हियर I will take this as a ground मैं तो इसको ग्राउंड ले रहा हूँ यू कैन टेक एनी नोड एज ए ग्राउंड नो डाउट इन इट इसमें ले लो लेना चाहे तो ले लो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं सो पॉजिटिव से नेगेटिव कितना होता है सर -1 नेगेटिव से पॉजिटिव कितना होता है सर +1 ये तो -1 ये तो +1 दोनों ऐड किया तो 0 क्या हुआ सर ये 0 ले लो पॉजिटिव से नेगेटिव दिस इज -1 नेगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव दिस इज +1 -1 and +1 if you add both of them what will you get again you get 0 what does it mean these two nodes are at same voltage generally we call it as a equipotential nodes if two nodes are same potential you can short circuit them when you short circuit them these two are in parallel when they are in parallel you can apply current division principle I1 equal to total entering current into opposite impedance by total impedance okay I think I have made some mistake just a minute I will change the question sorry for this original question is not like this sorry for this is J1 this is resistance of 1 this is minus J1 and this is a resistance of 1 I'm sorry this is the original figure okay I'm sorry for that just small change in the elements okay fine no problem let's continue total current into opposite by total this is one method sir नहीं समझा sir दूसरा method बताओ लेट्स डू द सेम क्वेश्चन बाय अनदर मेथड दूसरा मेथड से भी कर सकते क्या सर इस नोड वोल्टेज को VL ले लो ओके राइट द नोड इक्वेशन बाय नोडल एनालिसिस एट द नोड VL so VL by -0 by resistance 1 plus sorry what is the entering current 1 angle 0 degrees plus VL minus 0 by J1 VL into 1 by J is minus J equal to 1 then what is VL sir 1 upon 1 minus J then what is I1 I1 क्या होता है सर this minus this by impedance that is VL by J1 that is 1 by J into 1 minus J that is 1 by J square minus 1 minus into minus plus 1 okay so please you can go by any method you will get the same answer it's a 1 mark simple question okay is it clear आगे चलेगा next question पे shall we move to the next question in this let's go it's a GATE 2015 question okay so the statement of the question is very simple if current through R is equal to 0 if the current through the resistor is 0 Okay, find C. Find C. Assume network in steady state. Steady state का मतलब क्या सर? Switching transients are gone. Read this. It is given in one of the gate paper. This is your input resistor 1 millihenry, 1 millihenry, 1 millihenry. Capacitor is connected. If the steady state current in the resistor is 0, what is the value of the capacitance? So C is the statement of the question. Let's do it. Okay. Now listen carefully. Please listen carefully. First, convert this network into phasor domain. I will be converting this network into steady state phasor domain. Okay. Inductor will be replaced by j omega L. What is your omega? 5000. So what is your j omega L? J omega is how much? 5000 into 1 millihenry 10 power minus 3. What is the answer? J 5. कैपेसिटर रिएक्टेंस कितना मैंने बताया 1 by j omega c ना, इसको लिख सकते हैं minus jxc. Okay, I will use this information. See here. You can convert this network in the phasor domain. It can be some phi pi is the magnitude, angle 0 degrees for the sine, or minus 90 degrees. It is your convenience. Then resistor. How to write inductors are J5. This is another inductor J5 and here J5. Now this will be minus JXC. Okay. Examiner has given ये वाला current 0. This current will be 0. So input impedance must be how much? Comment. This current should be 0. Input impedance कितना होना चाहिए? Input impedance must be how much? Input impedance must be how much? Please comment. Input impedance must be equal to infinity. What is the input impedance of the network? R plus J5 plus J5 parallel with J5 minus JXC. Okay. This must be equal to infinity. Okay. So now let's make it. आपका Zin क्या होता है सर? This one. Okay. R plus J5 plus J5 into by J5 plus J5 minus JXC must be equal to infinity. ये वाला पार्ट इनफाइनाइट होना चाहिए तो इसका डिनोमिनेटर कितना होना चाहिए सर? डिनोमिनेटर कितना होना चाहिए? 0. मेक द डिनोमिनेटर इक्वल टू 0. Then XC must be equal to 10. 1 by omega C must be equal to 10. What is the C value is? 1 by omega into 10. That is omega is 5000 into 10. You get 20 microfarad. Just let me quickly revise the things. You have the network given by examiner. If the current through the resistor is 0 in the steady state, what is the value of the C is the question. Now what happens? I will convert the network into steady state phasor domain. Replace inductor with j omega L, capacitor with 1 by j omega C, which is called minus JXC. Then because the current 0, I make its impedance is equal to infinity. That is R plus this J5 plus J5 parallel with J5 minus JXC. So if you apply Z1, Z2 by Z1 plus Z2, you get this denominator must be equal to 0 for making it infinity. So XC must be 10. From that you find the value of C. Okay. So very good. Next. Now let's discuss the basics of the phasor diagram representation. What are the basics of the phasor diagram? Let's discuss it. Before that, I want to quickly give you the basic of the phasor. Just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Suppose you have this kind of signal. Okay, you have the signal Vm cos omega t. Okay, suppose I have applied this signal to some kind of suppose this is your figure given. Just I am giving you the process to understand or to perform analysis in the AC circuits. Listen here. Assume network is in steady state. Find I1 of t and I2 of t. Suppose this is your question. What to do, sir? Listen. First step is convert this network into phasor domain. That is Vm angle phi. Then here the resistor is R1. Inductor replaced with J omega L. So AC analysis is very easy if you understand the concept properly. This will be 1 by J omega C. So this is the current phasor I1. This is the current phasor I2. You assume the network is in steady state phasor domain. Now listen, simple baat, KVL apply karo first loop mein. If you apply the KVL in the first loop, negative to positive, Vm angle phi minus I1 into R1 minus I1 minus I2 into J omega L. Simple loop equation only will solve your problem. Similarly, what is KVL in the second loop? Positive to negative minus I2 into R2. Okay, positive to negative minus I2 into 1 by J omega C. Positive to negative minus I2 minus I1, because I2 is in this direction, I1 is in opposite, J omega L equal to 0. So generally if you know the other element values and all, if you solve 1 and 2, you will get I1 and I2. Now listen here the important part. What is the I1 you will get is, here you took maximum value na, here whatever you took same will come here. Similarly, what is I2? Okay, say phi 1, phi 2. From this you can write back your current equation for I1 of t is Im1 cos omega t plus phi 1. I2 will be some magnitude you get. This is the how you solve the problem in the phasor domain. What is the, you understand now the concept? If you have the question in the time domain, convert this into phasor domain, write the equations and find the magnitudes of I1, I2, then convert into time domain. This is the process you will go through when your network is given in the time domain. You want to solve it for cos or sin as the input. So here if you take RMS value, you should treat the result as RMS. Here if you take maximum value, you should treat the result as the maximum. In the time domain, this coefficient is always maximum only. So for better understanding, okay, if different values are there, we should take L1, L2, L3, what is there in it, okay. Inductors are same value, we take L, 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 otherwise L1, L2, L3, okay. Now let me do one question of this model also. Let me do one question of this model also. Okay, suppose this is the network. It's a previous gate question, one of the conventional question. Determine IR of t. Assume network is in steady state. Okay, suppose this is the question given. So here in this question, what you can observe is it is then this problem is a combination of both what we call DC input and AC input. This problem is a combination of both DC input and AC input. Let me prove this question, how to solve this question. Okay, please listen here. You want to find this current. So when two sources are acting simultaneously, if both the sources are of not same frequency, always you should apply superposition theorem. Because in the steady state, j omega L will depend on omega na. Here omega is 0, here omega is 2. So two different omegas will give you two different reactances. So what to do? When two different frequencies are acting simultaneously, hamesha we should take the help of superposition theorem. So for superposition theorem, if you apply first case, yesterday class we discussed na superposition theorem. We applied 10 and this is a 2, and here we replace this source with a short. For DC, inductor will be replaced by short circuit because j omega L, omega 0, j 0 means what? Short circuit. Capacitor 1 by j omega c, 1 by 0 infinity, so we replace with open circuit. This is the network in steady state phasor domain. This is your IR. Okay, 1. So what is IR 1 of t? 10 by 2, 5 amperes. That is when DC is applied, this is the current. Okay, not phasor domain, DC. Now what I will do is, I will do the same question, but when I take second input, AC as the input. Okay, so let's do it. If you apply AC as the input, what happens? Replace the DC source with a short circuit. Then here you have inductor, here you have resistor. I will take your doubts after the end of this question. This is your input. Now Jan se suno. 5 cos 2t is there na. You can write this as your convenience. Whichever is RMS you want, RMS you take. Otherwise, take the maximum value. Omega equal to 2 radians per second. Here the resistor is 2. This is the node voltage VR2. This is the current IR2. Capacitor is 1 by j omega c. Inductor j omega L. So this is how you convert the network in phasor domain. Now simple node analysis will solve your problem. So by nodal analysis, at the node VR2, ठीक है, VR2 by J2, VR2 by 2, VR2, बताओ, this voltage minus this voltage by impedance, minus 5 by 1 by J2. So आप लोग VR2 कॉमन ले लो, J2 plus 1 by 2 plus J2 equal to this side ले लो 5 into J2. आपका VR2 कितना होता है सर? 10J upon J2 plus 1 by 2 plus नहीं ओके 1 by J2. You can calculate this in your calculator. आपको 6.32 angle 18.44 degrees आएगा. Then what is the current in the resistor? It is VR2 by resistance 2. That will give you 3.16 angle 18.44. Because you took maximum, you should consider this as a maximum only. What is IR2 of t? 3.16 cos omega t plus phase 18.44 degrees. So what is the total current IR of t? इसको algebraic sum ले लो, IR1 plus IR2, that is 5 plus 3.16 cos 2t plus 18.44 degrees. बस हो गया. Okay, so this is about your superposition theorem and phasor approach. So if you have any queries you can ask now. कुछ भी डाउट है तो बताओ, नहीं है तो आगे चलेगा. थैंक यू किरण. चलो क्लियर हो गया ना. डीसी में क्या होता है, एसी में क्या होता है, हाउ टू एनालाइज द सर्क्यूट, एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर. सुपरपोजिशन अप्लाई करके दोनों टोटल रेस्पॉन्स इक्वल टू सम ऑफ इंडिविजुअल. कंफ्यूजन मत लेना चाहिए, आरएमएस लेना मैक्सिमम. यू कैन टेक एनीथिंग बट व्हेन यू कन्वर्ट बैक यू शुड कंसिडर इट एज द सेम. इफ यू टेक हियर आरएमएस, what you get it is considered as RMS, then you should convert into maximum because time domain coefficient should be always maximum. If you directly take maximum, what you get it is directly take it as a maximum. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन करेगा. अभी शुरू करेगा फेजर एनालिसिस. व्हाट इज द फेजर एनालिसिस, लेट अस डिस्कस. फेजर डायग्राम्स क्या होता है. सो फेजर डायग्राम्स हमारा काम को आसान करेगा. दैट इज इट विल हेल्प टू मेक योर एनालिसिस इजी. What is the advantage of the phasor diagrams? It will make your analysis बहुत easy. Okay, so we take the help of vectors like see here. Phasor is a vector representation of a sinusoidal signal, whether it is a sine or cosine, okay, which rotates in anti-clockwise direction with what we call frequency. Omega equal to 0, 90, 180, 270. That is here. Please understand the difference between vector. Vector may physically the direction will give you how it is moving, but here the direction will give you the relative phase shift of the signal. Here also you have magnitude, that is maximum value or RMS, and phase shift phi, but that phase shift is not showing the angle of your waveform. It is just the reference with respect to the reference how much it is moved. Okay, so please listen here now. Let's take the basic condition resistor. If you take a resistor, voltage across the resistor VR equal to current I into R. Okay, that is there is no angular difference between the current and voltage of the resistor. What does it mean, sir? The current and voltage are like this. Maybe one have more magnitude or less magnitude. Forget about it. Both will start at the same point, end at the same point. दोनों का जीरो एक ही बार होता है. इसको क्या कहते हैं सर? In phase with each other. That is in the resistor, हमेशा voltage and current are in phase with each other. We represent in the vectors like this. Don't worry whether it is more or less, but they are in phase. What does the meaning of in phase? Their zeros are coincident with each other. If you have any query in this, ask. Otherwise, I will move to the next. Thank you, Shiva. Okay, any kind of queries you can ask. Otherwise, we will move to the next. The basic is clear. In the resistor, voltage, current are in phase with each other. What does it mean? They will be having zeros at the same point. Both will start, voltage, current will start at the same point and they continue in the same way with the different magnitudes. It can be more or less. Chalo, next, inductor. If you take inductor, what is the voltage across the inductor? IJXL, where J is equal to 90 degrees. Jaan se suno. So here, voltage is having extra 90 degrees compared to current. That is, voltage is having, in the clockwise, voltage is leading the current by 90, or we can say current lag by voltage by 90 degrees. Hamesha, to avoid confusion, we always speak about current with respect to voltage, because if you say lead, voltage leads current in this case. If you say lag, that is also current, correct. Current lags behind the voltage. So to give you a proper notation, every time we speak about current, that is current is lagging behind the voltage or leading the voltage. You see, you have voltage which is 90 degrees ahead of current. Please listen. This is the current. With respect to current, your voltage will be at a 90 degrees phase shift. That is, current lags behind the voltage by 90. It doesn't mean the waveform is back of the voltage. You see here. If you see this as the voltage waveform, the current waveform will start 90 degrees late for origin. The remaining, but during this period, current is not zero. It will have its negative end, trailing end. Okay, you understand here. For example, you take this current. Voltage leads current. What does it mean? Its origin will start little early by 90 degrees. This is the meaning of lead and lag. Please understand. Here what I am saying is with respect to the voltage, your current lag by 90 degrees, that is its origin will come 90 degrees later. Here current with respect to current, voltage leads by 90, its origin will come 90 degrees ahead. This is how your voltage and current are related in the inductor. XL equal to, we can say omega L XC1 by omega C. Okay. Is it clear? How to determine the angle? J ka angle is 90 degrees. J omega L. What is J? J will give you 90 degrees. Tan inverse of B by A. If you have R plus Jx, what is the angle? Tan inverse X by R. What is the angle? Phase is equal to, if you have A plus JB, what is the angle of A plus JB? Tan inverse B by A. But here it is in the form of A plus JB with A equal to 0. Only JB is there. What is tan inverse of J? That is 1 by 0, infinity. Tan inverse infinity is 90 degrees. Okay, Chandu? Chalo. Similar to inductor, we can define for capacitor also. For capacitor also same case, but here 1 by J omega C. 1 by J is called minus JXC. Minus J is called minus 90 degrees. Here voltage lags current by 90 or current leads the voltage by 90 degrees. So what is the final conclusion? In the resistor, current voltage are in phase with each other. In the inductor, current lags behind the voltage by 90 degrees. In the capacitor, current leads voltage by 90 degrees. If you go by clockwise direction, current is going ahead of voltage by 90 degrees. Okay. So these are the basics for resistor, inductor, capacitor. Now isko use karke let's discuss RL circuit, RC circuit, RLC circuit. Listen here. Okay. So in the RL circuit what happens? RL circuit mein kya hota hai sir? Listen carefully. This is the RL circuit, VR and VL. Jaan se suno. Don't see total at a stretch. I will explain point by point. You understand point by point. What is my VR? Current I into R. What is my VL? I, J, XL. I, XL, angle minus 90 degrees. आपका V क्या होता है sir? VR plus VL. Okay, now listen here. Now listen here. In the series circuit, current is same. Series वाला circuit में हमारा current same होता है ना? So whenever you draw the phasor diagram, you should take current as the reference and draw the phasor diagram. Okay. For example, you want to draw the phasor diagram. Let me draw it in front of you. First take current as your reference. Okay. With respect to current, voltage across the resistor is I into R. There is no angle. So, voltage across the resistor is also in phase. Okay sir, fine sir. What about inductor voltage sir? At an angle of 90 degrees. Then here the voltage across the inductor will be like this. Okay. Now, what is V sir by KVL? VR plus VL. That is, your vector V can be added by addition of these two vectors. The resultant vector will be like this. Okay. Then, the angle between the source voltage and source current is given by phi. What is the phi? In inductor 90 degrees, resistor it is 0. But overall RL circuit ka voltage current angle is given by this phi. What is this phi? Is not inductor angle or resistor angle. It is the angle of source voltage and source current. This will give you the angle between the source voltage and source current. Now, if you apply your normal math, V equal to root of VR square plus VL square. आपको doubt आएगा, सर KVL चाचा जी हर्ट हो गया, V तो VR plus VL होना चाहिए ना, आप क्यों सर V equal to root of VR square plus VL square ले रहे हैं? My dear friends, KVL never be violated. This is just magnitude. ये क्या है सर? Only magnitude. Phase is equal to tan inverse of VL by VR. VL equal to IXL, IR, I cancels. You can write it as omega L by R. That is how you need to measure the phase angle between the voltage and current. You can observe here current lags behind the voltage. Current इसके पीछे है ना, that's why power factor is equal to we call cos phi. Why cos phi? That we discuss tomorrow. ठीक है, VR by V, that is R by Z, I into R by I into Z. I'll write here I into R by I into Z. Power factor will be IR by IZ, which will give you R by Z. Okay, so please listen here carefully. If you take the angle between voltage and current, if current angle is less than voltage angle, it is called lagging. If current angle is more than voltage angle, it is called leading. That is, the difference between these two is positive for lag, negative for lead. Okay, so any kind of queries in this, please ask, otherwise we will move to the next. This is about your RL circuit understanding. RL circuit का phasor diagram से आपको जो V मिलेगा, that is if you have 3 plus J4, you don't apply KVL for only magnitude, you should apply KVL for magnitude and phase together. Okay, please ask any kind of query. Yeah, this direction, anti-clockwise direction only. If you see the anti-clockwise direction, voltage is going ahead or current is lagging behind the voltage in anti-clockwise direction. Very good, thank you. कुछ दिक्कत और डाउट नहीं है ना? सिमिलरली वी कैन ड्रॉ फॉर आरसी सर्क्यूट. आरसी में क्या होता है सर? VC इक्वल टू माइनस IJXC और IXC एंगल -90 होता है. दैट इज योर वोल्टेज विल कम डाउन, देन योर V विल बी लैगिंग एंड करंट लीड्स द वोल्टेज. हियर क्या होता है सर? करंट लीड्स द वोल्टेज. बाकी रिलेशंस तो सेम होता है. V इक्वल टू रूट ऑफ VR स्क्वायर प्लस VC स्क्वायर, tan inverse of 1 by XCR is your phi. All those conditions same. That is for RC circuit. Now RLC में क्या होता है सर? RLC में ध्यान से देखो, in the RLC circuit, this is VL, this is VC. What is the KVL? V equal to VR plus VL plus VC. यही तक clear. Now listen. If here 4 possibilities are there. First possibility I will draw so that you will get better clarity. Let's remove this. 3 possibilities are there. Listen here. Just a minute. This is the current I. Because it is series circuit, current is my reference. ठीक है, चलो सर. And this is my voltage across resistor, and this is inductor. Inductor voltage will be plus 90 degrees. And capacitor voltage will be minus 90 degrees. Now you see, दो वेक्टर्स है. कैसा है सर? दोनों वेक्टर्स आर विथ 180 डिग्रीज फेज शिफ्ट, ऐसा है. सो द रिजल्टेंट क्या होता है सर? इट विल बी सब्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ ईच अदर. सो इसमें 3 केसेस पॉसिबल है. फर्स्ट वाला केस क्या होता है सर? VL का मैग्नीट्यूड VC से ज्यादा है तो क्या होता है? सो दैट इज IXL ग्रेटर देन IXC, और आपका XL XC से ज्यादा हुआ तो क्या होता है सर? द रिजल्टेंट विल बी दिस वन, मेरा VL minus VC. Then this is your V. Okay, आपका V का इक्वेशन क्या होता है सर? रूट ऑफ VR स्क्वायर प्लस VL माइनस VC होल स्क्वायर. पाई तो tan इनवर्स दिस बाय दिस. You can write this as XL minus XC by R. Okay, cos phi equal to VR by V. Similarly here, if VC is more than VL, then what happens? You get the resultant like this. अगर VC VL same हुआ तो that is the condition XL equal to XC. Both will cancel. Your total voltage V equal to VR. Your power factor will be equal to 1. That is phi equal to 0, V equal to VR. Unity power factor condition. First case में when inductor is dominating, current is lagging. that is lagging power factor. Second case, when capacitor is dominating, you get current is going ahead of voltage, that is lead. Last case you get UPF. That is about the analysis of the series RLC circuit under 3 different cases of lead, lag, unity, power factor. Thank you, Vinayak. Okay, so chalo, let's move. Is it fine? नेक्स्ट, सिमिलर टू सीरीज हम पैरेलल का भी ड्रा कर सकते हैं. सीरीज में आपने करंट रेफरेंस ले लिया, पैरेलल में कौन सा रेफरेंस लेना चाहिए सर? वोल्टेज रेफरेंस लेना चाहिए. सीरीज में व्हाट इज योर रेफरेंस? करंट. इन पैरेलल व्हाइल ड्राइंग द फेजर डायग्राम व्हाट इज द रेफरेंस यू शुड टेक सर? वोल्टेज. व्हाट इज द रेजिस्टेंस इन द करंट? करंट इन द रेजिस्टेंस इज V by R. करंट इन द इंडक्टर V by JXL. V by XL 1 by J is minus 90 degrees. Okay, then KCL will say I equal to IR plus IL. If you try to draw the phasor diagram, what happens sir? Voltage is my reference, current in the resistor is in phase, current in the inductor is minus 90 degrees. Now these two vectors are added, you get this. What is I? Root of I square plus IR square plus IL square. It is not violating KCL, it is only magnitude. Here also for RL, current lags behind voltage only, but voltage is your reference, lagging power factor only. But here your phi is equal to tan inverse of IL by IR is tan inverse R by omega L. There tan inverse omega L by R. Okay, remaining all conditions are same. There R by Z, here it will be Z by R. Okay, there it is R by Z, here it will be Z by R. Remaining conditions are same. Similarly, you can draw for RC parallel, RLC parallel, सब same analysis होता है. So, आप लोग try करो ये वाला parallel RC. Then parallel RLC में क्या होता है सर? Similarly, 3 conditions आएगा इसमें भी. Which case sir? First case में IL greater than IC. Just wait. If IL is greater than IC, you see here V by XL greater than V by XC. ध्यान से सुनो. V सेम है ना, 1 by XL 1 by XC से ग्रेटर होना चाहिए. दैट इज earlier when VL is greater than VC, your XL is greater than XC. But here when IL is greater than IC, parallel पे 1 by XL 1 by XC से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. That is XC greater than XL होना चाहिए. Okay, so remaining conditions are same. There V, here I. Okay, so that is about your case 2 में what happens? IC greater than IL होता है. Case 3 IC equal to IL होता है. Okay, so that is about your phasor diagrams of series and parallel RL, RC, RLC circuits. Any kind of queries, feel free to ask. Automatically you will remember Siddh, don't worry. अगर प्रॉब्लम्स किया तो लॉजिकल है ना, इंडक्टर पार्ट ज़्यादा हुआ तो लैग, कैपेसिटर पार्ट ज़्यादा हुआ तो लीड. बस ऑब्वियसली हम प्रॉब्लम्स किया तो ऑटोमेटिकली यू विल रिमेंबर दीज थिंग्स. ठीक है. या थर्ड वाला तो रेजोनेंस केस है, और रेजोनेंस में डिस्कस करेगा हम लोग. ओके, आपको फाइन है तो मैं आगे चलेगा. नो नीड टू मग अप किरण. राइट, करेक्ट. चलो, इज इट फाइन? सभी लोग बताओ, कुछ डाउट नहीं ना? मैं तो प्रॉब्लम्स करेगा, यू विल ऑटोमेटिकली रिमेंबर इट लॉजिकली. ठीक है, चलो. सो फर्स्ट वाला क्वेश्चन शुरू हुआ. इन द सर्क्यूट शोन इन द फिगर है तो 1995 का गेट क्वेश्चन है. इन द सर्क्यूट शोन इन द फिगर आपका एमीटर A2 रीड्स कितना? आपका एमीटर A2 रीड्स 12 एम्पियर्स, A1 रीड्स, A3 रीड्स 9 एम्पियर्स. A1 का रीडिंग कितना होता है बताओ. आप लोग ट्राई करके आंसर बताओ. गिव योर आंसर गाइस. अच्छा, आप लोग का बर्थ के पहले हुआ क्वेश्चन. मोस्ट ऑफ यू माइट नॉट बॉर्न बाय दिस टाइम. चलो, सो Don't add 12 and 9, say that 21 as the answer. Okay, ये तो बहुत wrong answer होता है. So let's do it. आपका करंट टोटल आई कितना होता है सर? रूट ऑफ फेजर डायग्राम से आई आर स्क्वेयर प्लस आई एल स्क्वेयर, दैट इज रूट ऑफ आई आर इज हाउ मच? 12 एम्पियर प्लस 9, दैट इज 144 प्लस 81, it is 15 amperes. बस, very good, very good, very good. Most of you have given right answer. Simple question है. So ये भी सेम है तो 10 amperes आएगा, छोड़ दो. So let's do this question. आप लोग पहले बताओ IL कितना होता है? What is the value of IL? Please tell me. Tell me guys, IL का वैल्यू क्या होता है? What is the value of IL? So give a try. What is your I1? Firstly tell me. I1 equal to root of IR square plus IC square. ठीक है. So it is equal to I1 is given by examiner 5 ampere. आपको IR I don't know, but आपको IC पता है ना 4 square. इससे निकल सकते हैं आपका IR कितना होता है सर? 3 एम्पियर मिला. I is equal to 5, I1 is equal to 5. Then what is the value of IL? IL का वैल्यू कितना होता है बताओ. ये भी 5 एम्पियर है, ये भी 5 एम्पियर है, तो ये करंट कितना? What happened? Your comments frequency कम हुआ. Comment it guys. See here, please don't think like ये तो YouTube class है, don't need to comment. Whether you pay any fee to me and join the class or whether it is a free class, it never mind to me. आप लोग क्लास में बैठेंगे तो आप मेरा स्टूडेंट्स हैं. ओके, यू हैव ऑल द राइट्स टू आस्क मी एनीथिंग, टू एक्सप्रेस योर व्यूज इन द पॉइंट ऑफ इन द फॉर्म ऑफ योर आंसर्स. आपका आंसर्स रॉन्ग और राइट डजेंट मैटर. आप जस्ट यू फील लाइक इट इज़ योर राइट टू कॉमेंट वॉट एवर यू फील. ठीक है. So I will give you full rights. You feel very much flexible. Ultimate aim is to learn. Okay, make the class as interactive as possible. It doesn't matter whether it is a free class or paid class. Never think like that. It is the same for every student, is equally important. Okay, so if you are learning from me, you obviously become my student. You need not pay any fee for that. Okay, so comment your answer guys. I equal to I1 equal to 5 amperes. IL कितना होता है बताओ. सिद्ध, why are you making notes? मैं तो notes दिया ना. I am uploading the notes for you guys. Because I am giving you the notes, so don't make the notes. आपका concentration कम होता है if you make the noting the notes. Okay? Yesterday तक मैंने पूरा notes upload किया Telegram channel पे. हमारा WhatsApp group में सभी cases में मैंने send किया ना. You can happily go through the notes. I am doing your work already. Why to double work it? Very good. 0 0 0 0 0 0. 0 is wrong answer. 0 is the wrong answer. ठीक है. आपने KCL चाचा का हेल्प लेना चाहे तो ले लो, बट ओनली मैग्नीट्यूड दिया तो यू शुड नॉट अप्लाई KCL. इफ ओनली मैग्नीट्यूड इज गिवन, डोंट अप्लाई KCL. ओनली magnitude is given, don't apply KCL. आपका I equal to I1 equal to 5. Okay, that is only magnitude is given, don't apply KCL. Okay, so listen here carefully. Total I कितना होता है सर? रूट ऑफ IR square plus IL minus IC और IC minus IL whole square. Total I कितना? 5. स्क्वेयर इट, आपका आई आर कितना 3 स्क्वेयर, आई एल माइनस आई सी, मुझको आई एल पता नहीं, आई सी तो पता है 4, सो यू टेक दिस अदर साइड, आई एल माइनस 4 होल स्क्वेयर कितना होता है सर 25 माइनस 9 16, सो लेट मी डू इट इन द नेक्स्ट पेज। अरे यार आपका आई एल माइनस 4 होल स्क्वेयर इक्वल टू 16, what is IL minus 4? You should say plus or minus 4. Okay. So you can take IL minus 4 equal to 4 or IL minus 4 equal to minus 4. Okay. If you take IL minus 4 equal to 4, you get IL equal to 8. Right answer. एक और आंसर भी पॉसिबल है, आई एल इक्वल टू 0, ये तो और गलत आंसर है। क्यों गलत सर? बिकॉज द करंट इन द इंडक्टर इज इक्वल टू V by XL. Generally, voltage across it by reactance. In this question, voltage is not equal to 0 na, so current cannot be equal to 0. Okay, you can go back. इसका across तो voltage है ना, compulsory current तो flow करेगा unless your inductor is a open circuit. Doesn't it means there is no inductor? ठीक है, अगर no inductor है तो it will happen. Otherwise, if the inductor is present, voltage is present, current will definitely flow. Mathematically 0 is possible but not the valid answer. गेट 2014 में ऐसा मॉडल क्वेश्चन दिया सेम, ओके, ही हैज गिवन ऑप्शन में 0 आल्सो, वी शुड टेक केयर, डोंट ब्लाइंडली अप्लाई द KCL फॉर मैग्नीट्यूड्स, यू शुड हैव बोथ मैग्नीट्यूड फेस, देन ओनली यू कैन अप्लाई द KCL, ओके, देन ओनली यू कैन अप्लाई द KCL. See here, okay, so what is the answer sir? Your IL is not equal to 0. Okay, so what is the right answer? IL is equal to 8 amperes. I will ask you one question now. Okay, I will ask you one question. Okay, it doesn't matter if inductor replaced with resistor or something else, accordingly we should make the phasor diagram. Two resistors parallel, you replace with single. So please listen here. Can I do this question? Can I do this question by making, can I say in this question, I is equal to root of I1 square plus IL square? You should comment. Is it correct or not? I1 equal to root of IR square plus IC square I have given na. Can I say I equal to root of I1 square plus IL square? Yes or no? Comment please. Please comment, can I do like this? My I is equal to root of IL square plus I1 square. Yes or no? Comment your opinion. I1 equal to root of IR square plus IC square. Similarly, I equal to root of IL square plus I1 square. Can I do it? Yes or no? What happened? Only 2 comments. Remaining students, क्या कर रहा है? This is wrong. Never apply this. It is applicable only when the phasor diagram forms right angle triangle. Otherwise, when you add 2 vectors, what is the resultant vector formula? Root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos phi. Only when that phi is equal to 90 degrees, you should directly use this formula. That is for RL, RC. Okay, don't apply that for any other randomly given 2 vectors add करने के लिए ऐसा formula मत apply करना. Please be careful. Okay, चलो. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, ये तो बहुत बार आया इस वाला मॉडल गेट पे, प्लीज ट्राई इट एंड टेल मी द आंसर. इस वाला गेट पे बहुत सारे बार आया, सो प्लीज गिव ए ट्राई एंड टेल मी द आंसर. ओके, so it's a direct question. Examiner has given VR, VL, VC is not given. You need to find VC from this. It's a series RLC circuit. What is your formula for V? Root of, tell me, VR square plus, we don't know, VL minus VC or VC minus VL. Just take this. So 100 equal to root of VR कितना सर? VR कितना? VR कितना बताओ? 80 square plus VL is 40 minus VC whole square. So this will make 100 square minus 80 square equal to 40 minus VC whole square. So 40 minus VC equal to, what is this value, sir? Plus or minus 60. Okay, 3600 आएगा, root ले लो plus or minus 60. So if you take here 40 minus VC equal to 60, आपका VC कितना होता है सर? minus 20. Wrong answer. If you take 40 minus VC equal to minus 60, VC will be 100. Here, so what is the original answer is VC is greater than VL. So दोनों में whatever magnitude of VC is always positive लेना चाहिए. So which one is the right answer is this one. Difference can be negative, but individual magnitude हमेशा क्या होना चाहिए सर? Positive ही होना चाहिए. So what is the right answer here? VC must be equal to 100. Right? So it's a direct analysis only. Very good, very good. Next question. Same model, another question. We need to find the current I. Here, simply I will do fastly, listen here. VL is equal to VC. VL magnitude and VC magnitude same hai na. What does it indicates? Series RLC mein it is indicating case 3. When VL equal to VC, VR equal to V, because VL VC cancels, V equal to VR condition. Then what is VR? 100 angle 0 degrees. What is the current in the resistor? VR by R. So 100 by R value 20. 5 angle 0 degrees. Bus. Current in the resistor is equal to total current. Why? Because it is a series RLC circuit. Series mein current is same. What I did? Because I know these two are same, I made case 3 ka condition. Otherwise you should use V equal to root of VR square plus VL minus VC whole square. You get VR. From that I find IR. From that I find I. You see here your input is 100, but here you have more than 100, 200 because of the factor called voltage magnification that we discuss in the resonance topic maybe tomorrow. Okay. चलो next question. ये क्वेश्चन आप लोग होमवर्क ले लो. Just a minute. ये वाला क्वेश्चन तो होमवर्क ले लो. This where is that? I want to take one question. Okay. Just a minute. Last question for today's class. So the question is determine angle between VL and VS. Determine the angle between VL and VS. Let's do this question. Okay, so let's try. Here you have the two elements. You can do the phasor diagram. I will do both the methods. Listen here. Both the elements are in series. In series, you can apply voltage division principle. What is VL, sir? Vs into J10 by, this can be written as 10 root 3. Plus J10. Okay. So, this will give you Vs angle 90 degrees by root of into 10 by root of 400 is 20 angle tan inverse B by A 1 by root 3 30 degrees. What is the answer? Vs by 2 angle 60 degrees. This is the angle between VL and VS. What is the phase angle? 60 degrees. Okay. So phi between source and this is 60 degrees. Just a minute, wait. Just a minute. Listen here. Now, if you try to draw the phasor diagram and do this question, ये आपका करंट होता है, ये आपका वोल्टेज अक्रॉस द रेसिस्टर, ये आपका वोल्टेज अक्रॉस द इंडक्टर, ये आपका V. What is this? Phi. What is phi, sir? Tan inverse of VL by VR, which is tan inverse of omega L by R, which is tan inverse of omega L is how much? 10. R kitna? 10 by root 3. 10 root 3. This will give me 30 degrees only. So here your answer is 30 degrees. Am I wrong somewhere? Tell me. This angle is 30 degrees. If you directly do like this, you will be falling in the trap. Listen carefully. Examiner question is to find the angle between VL and VS, not the angle between V and I. So what is the angle between VL and VS is this angle. This angle between VL and VS, if you see, it is 60 degrees. Because 90 plus 30, 120. So examiner question is this one. Okay, here the phi is the angle between V and I. Here the phi is the angle between VL and VS. Okay, angle between VL and VS. According to the question, you should do it. Okay, so what is the phi here? 60 degrees. It depends, Mamata. Anyway, we have the class in the evening. Na? It depends on the topic. Sometimes I may extend. Already we are taking almost 3 hours of class every day. Okay, so let's do one more question. Okay, if you want extension, I am very happy. Why not? Take one more question. Let's do this question. Okay, chalo. If in the network shown in the figure, the phasor diagram I1 leads I2 by an angle of how much? This is the question. Let's see how to do it. This is the figure given by examiner. So if you take this as in the phasor domain, this is V, this is the capacitor, 1 by j omega c, okay, resistance is 2, inductor omega is how much given by examiner? 2 radians per second. Okay, inductor is j omega L. Okay, now listen. Here in parallel voltage is same. This is your total current I1, I2. You see here in the network shown in the figure, the current phasor I1 leads I2 by an angle of. Examiner ka requirement is the angle between I1 and I2. Let's find that only. What is the angle between I1 and I2? What is I1? It's V by 1 by j omega c, that is Vj2c, that is V2c angle 90 degrees. What is I2? It is V by 2 plus j2, that is V by 2 root 2, tan inverse of B by A is 45 in the denominator, numerator it is minus 45. Now listen here. If you plot the phasor diagram with the reference V, I1 is at an angle of 90 degrees. I2 is at an angle of minus means in the reverse direction, clockwise direction 40. Now examiner question, I1 is going ahead of I2 by how much? 135 degrees. So the current phasor I1 leads I2 by 135 degrees. Okay. So this question you can try as a homework. ये भी homework try करो. इसका अभी तो मैक्सिमम पावर कॉन्सेप्ट तो नहीं आया ना, कल क्लास में मैंने मैक्सिमम पावर इवनिंग पे डिस्कस करेगा, आज और कल पे, इसके बाद ट्राई करो, अभी नहीं. This is a good question guys, you can try this question as a homework. हम कल क्लास में डिस्कस करेगा. This is also very good question. This is the answer. आप लोग ट्राई करना चाहिए तो ट्राई कर लो. Okay. So few more questions are there that we will discuss in the tomorrow class. बाकी questions कल क्लास में डिस्कस करेगा. इसके बाद क्या करेगा सर? Just a minute. So tomorrow we will be discussing maybe most probably resonance वाला concept. इसका problems खत्म करेगा, इसके बाद resonance करेगा. आपको इस टॉपिक में ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स चाहिए तो मैंने क्या किया, स्पेशल क्लास में किया ऑलरेडी 50 क्वेश्चंस ऑन एसी एनालिसिस. एसी एनालिसिस डीपीपी मेरा नाम, मेरा प्रोफाइल पे देखो, 50 क्वेश्चंस आई हैव डन ऑन एसी एनालिसिस. Like that every topic ka every day we are going daily practice sessions every day. So today at 7 p.m. I have a digital strategy class, special class 8 p.m. pe foundation course I am starting for the network analysis students, that is those who are very beginning of their what we call study for them. So if you are juniors or someone who want to start the preparation of the gate, they can attend today 8 p.m. free special class is there. So ज़्यादा problems के लिए आप लोग special class में देखो, मैंने सारे प्रॉब्लम्स करके मेरा क्लासेस रखा, यू कैन हैव इट इजीली. सो टुमारो आई विल स्टार्ट रेजोनेंस, आई विल डू सम प्रॉब्लम्स विच एवर आई हैव गिवन होमवर्क, इसके बाद रेजोनेंस करेगा. आज तक पूरा नोट्स मैंने टेलीग्राम चैनल पे अपलोड किया, आप लोग टेलीग्राम चैनल फॉलो करो, इसमें फाइल्स पे देखो पूरा नोट्स अवेलेबल है. आज तक कितना लेक्चर्स कंप्लीट हुआ, सारे लेक्चर्स आपके नोट्स को मिलेगा. ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच. आज तो बहुत ज़्यादा क्लासेस है मेरा, अभी सुबह से स्पेशल क्लास ले लिया 2 घंटे, इसके बाद ये है, फिर 5 बजे मिलेगा, 7 बजे एक क्लास है, 8 बजे भी एक क्लास है. ठीक है, सारे क्लासेस आपको फ्री है. यू अटेंड इट एंड लर्न, दैट विल गिव मी more and more happiness guys. Thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow and also evening. Yes, evening we'll meet at 5 p.m. Thank you. Love you all. Bye bye.